Okay, first of all, I just want to thank you, organizer of this conference, to bring me here. This is my great honor to be here and deliver the speech about revitalizing the local economy through sports, two-sided development of inner and outer policies. So, there are the issues faced by Japanese regional cities, and those issues are exactly the same as the Korean society. Depopulation and aging of society. By 2040, 896 municipalities are said to disappear in my country, believe it or not. So we have to make society healthier and happier. To do so, there's a new initiative to increase the number of people participating in sports. So it's kind of a national policy to do that. And secondly, the flow of people disappears from the city center and the city loses vitality. That's also a problem. How do we do that? Urban development, utilizing sports and active city strategy are launched. So today I'd like to talk about two things. First one is the sports-related policy, directions for local governments to address regional decline and the population decrease. Secondly is a case study, Japanese local government. So I'd like to introduce the first sports commission appeared in Japan about 12 years ago. And they do a lot of regional sports events and etc., just like a Cleveland. So first, sports-related policy direction for local government. So a big issue is how can we increase the number of people taking part in sport and create a vibrant society through sports. The important thing is the perspective of sports co-creation. This is a kind of a new concept introduced by the government. I'd like to talk about the narrow and the broad perspective, two different sides. So the third sports basic plan was designated by the government between 22 and 26. And the new concept of sports co-creation was introduced in this basic plan. So used to be we had three new perspectives: create, nurture sports. So I say do, watch, support. And plus we are doing the new things called create. Gather and play sports together, feeling connected. Everyone can access sports. So the aim is to stimulate those who are uninterested in sports and increase the number of people who participate in sports. To do so, we create and try and play and we share. Once you've got made it, play with it, share it with everyone. Repeat this cycle many times. So sports co-creation is kind of a very hot issue in my country, in Japan. So Japan Sports Agency award and charter system to increase participation in sports. So they did three things. First one is a Sports Lifeline project. They award corporation, non-profit organizations, sports clubs, national sporting governing body, those kind of things. So more than 800 projects are applied for this sports project. I'm a member of this project, and we are just doing this one right now in Japan. And second one is Sports and Cultural Tourism Awards. Not only sports agency, cultural agency, and the tourism agency get together and establish this award system. And thirdly, Sports and Healthy Town Development Excellent Local Government Award. This is done by Sports Agency. So those three kind of things are helping to increase the number of people who are involved in the sports and recreation, of course. And I'd like to introduce a couple of new things. So creating sports. You can play rugby in a rice pot, just like that. Or you can enjoy snowball fighting as a sport. Believe it or not, more than 10,000 people get together. And the country like Norway and Sweden, they send a team. So snowball fighting is the sports and they are looking for the Olympic Games for the future. And you can do SUP, SUP on the rice pad, or you can use agriculture canal for the canoeing. So those kind of things that they create sports and they enjoy it and share it. So this is a unique sport called walking football. You cannot run, but you play football, soccer. So regardless age or physical ability or gender, everybody can enjoy walking football. And this is a very popular activity, and a number of people who does walking football increasing just like a skyrocket. Non-running sport, that's what we call. And this is also unique. Bicycle tour using abandoned railway lines, because population decrease, the railroads is just start abandoned a lot. So people start thinking about, hey, let's do bicycling using those abandoned railway lines. And this is also getting popular, and it's going to be a good tourist attraction. And the other one, because population decline, not many people driving car, but we have a road. So let's use this road for the track and field team, training camp or competition, those kind of things. So they are utilizing those resources for the tourism attraction, or utilizing hidden resources. That's what I call. So co-creation of sports in the narrow sense, creating sports utilizing local resources and revitalizing the region. Second, a social movement change physical education, sports, and education. Anyone, anytime, anywhere, even beginners. An ambitious attempt at this deinstitutionalization, modifying existing traditional sports. So I'd like to introduce you 3 different associations who does co-creation of sports. The first one is World Euro Sports Association. Euro is kind of a relaxation or take it easy type word. And second one, Athletic Meet Association. And third one is Superhuman Sports Association. The first one, World Euro Sports Association. A group of creators who create new sports that anyone can enjoy regardless of age, gender, or athletic ability. So they develop a variety of sports that anyone, even those with poor athletic skills, can participate in. For example, caterpillar rugby. You can't run, you can't tackle, but you can, crawling on the floor and bring the ball. And like a stuffed fish handball. You play handball, but you have to stuff the fish handball. So that kind of gives you a handicap. So it's really enjoyable. People love that. And second one, Athletic Meet Association. All participants will come up with new events and performances and co-create the sports day of the future. What they do is very simple. 2 events will be held at the same day. The Sports Day Hackathon, where events and performances will be created by the group. And the Future Sports Day, where the created event will be performed. The main feature of the event is that there is no division between those who create the sports day and those who play, but rather everyone creates it and everyone plays together. So I'm not going to explain in detail, but you can take a look at it. Those are kind of sports you've never seen before, but it's fun. And third one is Superhuman Sport Association. This is a very unique thing, using modern technology to reinvent sports. For example, they make a number of sports, but I just want to introduce just one called Hado, H-A-D-O, Hado. Cyber games in which players wear head-mounted display and arm sensors. And using AR and motion sensing technology, players fight enemies using energy balls and barriers. They call techno sports. 3 people against 3 people, and you hit the energy ball just like that in AR. It's kind of fun, exciting sports. And sports co-creation in a broad sense. I just introduced the narrow sense. Now I like to talk about the broad sense. To create a better society and the community, sports are used as a catalyst to create new sports venues and environments, while creating a mechanism for business with high public interest. This refers to innovative effort through bottom-up decision-making. So they're going to use those sports co-creation idea to create a sports town or a sports city. So they are just smoothly, interwoven into the strategy of developing a sports town. So now I like to talk about the sports commission in my country, regional sports commission, and the city development through sports. So first, a declining population leads to a decline in tax revenues and a decline in the government support services. And secondly, what can be done to maintain the current level of sports services? That's a big issue. And thirdly, a local sports ecosystem with built-in earning power is needed. You have to generate money to maintain the current level of sports services. And fourthly, the ideal situation would be a local sports commission that can earn money through outer policies and return it to inner policies. So from the top to the bottom, local residents pay taxes to the local government, right? And local government construct sports facilities. And they also host sporting events and promoting sport tourism. As a result, hopefully, it's going to be an increase in visits from outside the region. So they start spending money, consumption-inducing efforts in the region. And here comes increased local income and employment. And that creates regional innovation and community development. And this kind of thing happening in Japan, because all the shops are completely shut down, but people start talking, hey, the young people just come here and open the cafe or open the guest house or those kind of things. There's something going on. So that's what we call regional innovation. And the problem is, who drives this cycle? Who are the players? Who activate this good system, So I really rely on sports commission to do this kind of a job. So about 12 years ago, Japan Tourism Agency established a Sports Tourism Development Committee to discuss about promotion of sport tourism. I was nominated as the chairman of this committee. And 2011 Basic Act on Promotion of Sport Tourism was formulated. And 2012, JSTA, Japan Sport Tourism Alliance, was established. At that time, we got a lot of ideas from Canada and the USA. And the idea is twofold: regional revitalization and urban development through sports. Left-hand side, policies for building regional assets. We call inner policy, increasing the rate of sports participation, holding sports classes, nurturing sports organizations, holding various competitions, and maintenance and management of public sports facilities. This is the inner policy. And the right-hand side, there was outer policy, policies to promote exchanges with other regions. What we do is attracting sports training camps and tournaments, creating sports tourism content to attract tourists, supporting profitable local sports organizations, sports commissions. So this is in and outer, how do we make money? How do we generate money? So left-hand side, inner policy, revenue from within region, earning income through local sports projects. And that lead sports classes, sports club membership fee, health healthcare business, naming rights, and corporate sponsorship. And right-hand side is outer policy. We can also generate revenue from outside the region, earn income through facility management and event hosting. That leads facility management, event hosting, training camp attraction, and corporate sponsorship. And the center of this figure, organization that promote regional revitalization through sports. Here comes the Sports Commission. So basic idea is effective use of facilities and the parks through designated management and the concessions. So using a lot of technique, you can realize those kind of money-creating organization. So I just want to introduce you a case study. How are Japanese local government dealing with the sports? So Saitama Sports Commission was created back in 2011 as an organization to attract the sporting events. And I helped them to establish this organization. And they started at 5 people, but 12 years after, I think it's going to be a 24-time staff. It's a pretty big organization. And success in attracting many sporting events. And the cumulative economic impact from 2011 to 2023 is 78.8 billion yen. That means almost 500 million US dollars. And they are very urban setting, and they have a very beautiful stadium, accommodate 60,000, and they also have a beautiful arena, accommodate 20,000 people. So they use those facilities to activate people's participation in sports. So they run a number of different events. Running festival, or football, or cycling, or skateboard, those kind of things. And build a system to make money through inner and outer policies. Earn income through hosting many events, membership systems, and designated management of public facilities. And also they had a membership. And JCOM is a media company, and the Urawa Reds is Japan's the biggest football club. And bank and the travel agency or those kind of company are supporting the Saitama Sports Commission as corporate members. And they also do the visualization results. Those figures they show every year. The Saitama Sports Commission generates an economic impact of 40 to 60 million US dollars each year by hosting sporting events, including Saitama Criterium. But those figures are a little bit inflated, and including they include residents. This is wrong. They just measure if they want to measure the pure economic impact, you have to avoid the people who live in the area spending money. So they just count the money from outside the region, but they didn't do it because this was a very political thing. Those figures for the parliament to bring money to the sports commission. But some events are very successful. Saitama City holds a criterium race, a bike race consisting of several laps around the closed circuit. Every year with the cooperation of the Tour de France management company, Amaury Sporto Organisation. This is the name. So why Saitama got this kind of a fancy event? About 10 years ago, the mayor of the city of Saitama, he wants to have a sports commission in the city of Saitama. So he and I and other people went to France and Paris and negotiate with ASO to bring this event to Japan. That was July 2013. Discussion with ASO and decision was made on venue. So this event has been very successful, and November 2024, the 10th event, only a couple weeks ago, is successfully held, and the event is established as a regular event in Saitama City. Why they could run this event 10 times, that is a very interesting, question. And I think this is it's not a big sporting event, but rather the festival. The people in Saitama is just looking to participate in this event as a festival. So, of course, they generate a lot of economic impact, but economic is not everything. And I also like to tell you about the recent trends in sports in Japan. Expanding the sports population through urban sports. Urban sport is suddenly just popped up after the Tokyo 2020 and Paris 2024. A lot of young Japanese kids got a gold medal, silver medal, bronze medal. So that was a sports. A lot of young, generation are looking for. And the number of skate parks has increased dramatically. Back in 2017, we got only 100 skateboard park, but by 24, we got close to the 500 skate park all over Japan. And Kasama City, they also have a Kasama Sports Commission. It's a very small city in Ibaraki Prefecture, which has a population of 70,000 and an aging rate of 32.8%. No children in the community. So they like to attract a lot of children. So they decided to build a skate park to attract children from within and outside the prefecture. You can see every weekend the parents bring their kids to this area, driving 3 hours from city of Tokyo. And a lot of kids are enjoying learning the skateboard and the BMW bike. So this kind of a thing getting popular in my country. And number of sports commissions are increasing. The number of sports commissions is increasing and it currently exceeds 200 organizations. But the USA is more than 800, but we got 200 so far. And this year in September, the Japan Sports Agency hosted the National Regional Sports Commissions Conference run by the JSTA, my organization, at the Okinawa Arena. So Okinawa has a pretty beautiful arena, so we did a convention in the arena. And almost 100 people get together and discuss about the future of the Sports Commission. And the third sports basic plan I just introduced before, the policy objective. And those are the new objectives. By creating distinctive regional revitalization and town development through sports initiatives throughout the country and promoting the use of sports to solve local social issues. Sports will contribute to the region and society and further expand the understanding and the support of residents and the public for the promotion of sports, realize a virtuous cycle of sports promotion and regional development. They also mention as the city recovers from the COVID-19 pandemic and the investment in arenas and stadiums picks up, the movement is being boosted by initiatives in regional cities to develop in sport towns. So people start realizing the power of sports, and the sports can be a great power to change the towns and the regional communities. And also, professional sport is catching up right now. And professional sports leagues continue to grow through private initiatives. And those kind of booming thing really influence the people to think about the sports town. B-League Japanese Basketball League, professional basketball. The average attendance per game in the 23-24 season was 4,035, the highest ever. Of course, comparing the NBA, it's nothing. But in Japan, small people playing basketball, no bad, they're getting attention and getting more popular. J League, professional football, soccer, attendance has returned to pre-COVID levels, exceeding 10 million per year. That was good news too. And this is also the recent trends. The private company are just creating a sports city. So this is an example. The construction of a stadium arena with private capital advantage, sports town development. They call Nagasaki Stadium City. This city opened last month. It's a brand new. The company, the Japanet Takata, is an e-commerce company, large, huge e-commerce company. The company invested approximately 100 billion yen and operate basketball teams from the B League, they call Nagasaki Belka, and the football team called V Fallen from the J League as anchor tenants. They had a Peace Stadium and Happiness Arena and those and hotels also. So I haven't been there yet, but I definitely want to go there and to see. And as I told you, this one private company built this one for the city of Nagasaki. I don't know what's going to happen 10 years from now, but right now they want great attention from everybody. And second is also interesting. Escon Field, home of the Hokkaido Nippon Han Fighters. The total construction cost is also 60 billion yen. And this is also very interesting. One baseball team decided to build their own baseball ground. And a lot of private companies agreed upon that project. Now they are making towns, not only baseball stadiums. Of course, hotels, nursing home, and universities, and residents. And actually, this is in progress. And believe it or not, 300 million people visiting this town, regardless. 3 million people visit annually, regardless of whether there is a match or not. So they can enjoy the beer they brew. And this is my last slide. And also, this is the very recent trends. Arena from just like 1970s in the USA. A lot of basketball team wants to have arena. So it's kind of a booming thing right now. And the top one is Toyota automobile company built their own arena for their team called Albauk Tokyo. That will open 2025 next year. And Chiba Jets, they call Lala Arena. They was already opened last year. So right now, 20 new arenas just suddenly popping up. And not only, the interesting is they are not just building arena, using arena with the trigger of developing the community. So a lot of people are agreed upon this project. And as I told you, basketball team is doing very well. And like a Chiba Jets attract more than 10,000 fans every home game. It's not a bad figure. So now it's coming. Again, the professional sports are now triggering the sports town development in my country. It's a very interesting trend. That's all I want to say. Thank you very much. 감사합니다.